are you doing? This is our science exam review worksheet solution video, and I will be answering the questions of the science exam review worksheet questions. So our science exam is in 2 weeks. It's in December 21 for Group B and it's in December 15 for Group A students. Let's start with question number 1. We have 2 experiments. First one, we put a mouse with a candle in a jar. After a while, both the mouse died and the candle burned out. Give the name of the gas needed for the rat to breathe and for the candle to light up. As you know, all living things go through respiration and they need the oxygen gas. They breathe in the oxygen gas. Also, to burn candles need the oxygen gas. So right here it's oxygen. Determine. Each time I ask you to determine, you have to tell why. Why did the rat die in flask B? Okay, so the flask is closed. The rat and the candle are taking the oxygen gas from inside this jar. After a while, there is no more oxygen gas inside the jar. So what will happen? The candle will burn out and the rat will die. So the rat died because there's no more oxygen in the flask. Give the name of the processes happening in the green plant in flasks C and D. This is the second experiment that we did. We placed a green plant, a candle, and a mouse in a closed flask. We have the green plant growing, and the candle is still burning, and the rat is still breathing and still alive. Question number C. What are the 2 processes happening in the green plant? Since it's a green plant, so it goes through photosynthesis. So the first process is the photosynthesis process. The second one, since the green plant is a living thing, so it breathes, the second process is respiration. Indicate the source of carbon dioxide needed for the plant's food-making process, which is photosynthesis. So the green plant goes through photosynthesis. It needs carbon dioxide to make its food. Where does this carbon dioxide come from? Let's think of it. The mouth is breathing. The mouth takes oxygen and breathes out carbon dioxide. The candle is burning. While burning, the candle takes oxygen and gives carbon dioxide. The carbon dioxide released by the candle and the rat is used by the plant to make photosynthesis. By photosynthesis, plants release oxygen as oxygen is released by the candle and the rat. So the mouse and the candle are helping the plant to go through photosynthesis. This photosynthesis process gives the candle and the rat the oxygen needed for them to burn and to breathe. So the carbon dioxide comes from the rat and the candle. How is this happening? To burn, the candle uses oxygen and releases carbon dioxide. The rat breathes in oxygen and it also releases carbon dioxide. Question number 2, it's about the deer tick. In a popular science book, have you read the paragraph below? The deer tick is a parasite. It attaches to a mammal and feeds on its blood. So the deer tick sucks the blood of a mammal. Ticks carry different microbes that can cause diseases to mammals. The tick benefits, the tick is happy from eating the mammal's blood. The mammal suffers from the loss of blood, so the mammal is losing its blood, and it may get sick from the microbes that the deer tick is carrying. Let's help Ali specify. We have to justify our Are deer ticks herbivores or carnivores? The tick eats the mammal's blood. Blood is something from animal origin, and animals that feed on other animals are carnivorous animals. So, the deer tick is a carnivorous animal, and to be more precise, it's a blood sucker. The deer tick is a carnivorous bloodsucker animal. Since, don't forget to tell why. Since or because it feeds on the mammal's blood. Pick out from the paragraph the reason for which deer ticks are considered as bad for this relationship. So there is a relationship between mammals and deer ticks. Deer ticks get their food from mammals, but mammals suffer. Mammals aren't happy. They are losing their blood and they may get sick. And for this reason, deer ticks are bad for their relationship with mammals. So what is the paragraph? What is the sentence that shows that deer ticks are bad for this relationship? It's this sentence. The deer tick benefits, the deer tick are happy, but the mammal suffers from the loss of blood and may get sick. The plant takes in oxygen and releases carbon dioxide. So this is respiration. This is what happens during respiration. This plant, or let's say the plant shown in the figure, takes in oxygen and releases carbon dioxide. And that's what happened, and that's what happens during respiration process. Choose the correct answer. The process represented. The respiration happens day and night in green plants or during daytime only. Respiration, in another word, is breathing. All living things on earth breathe day and night, so plants do not stop breathing. The respiration process does not stop. It's an exothermic process or endothermic process. Exothermic, it releases energy. Endothermic, it absorbs energy. While going through respiration, plants take oxygen, they use the sugar, they put them together to make a kind of energy called ATP energy. So this process releases by living organisms to perform different life activities. This is a very important kind of energy made by living things through photosynthesis. So this process releases energy. This process equation. So what did the plant use? The plant used oxygen and glucose, sugar. Let's see. Did the plant use carbon dioxide and sugar? No, this is wrong. Did the plant use oxygen with water? No, this is wrong also. The plant used oxygen and sugar to make ATP energy, and the plant released carbon dioxide and water, so this is the correct answer. Last question is about food chains. Different habitats provide many possible food chains that make up a food web. In one marine food chain, microscopic plants, phytoplankton, provide food for tiny shrimp called krill. So krill feed on phytoplankton, which are small plants. In a grassland ecosystem, a grasshopper eats grass, a producer. The grass is a producer. The grasshopper gets eaten by a rat, which in turn is consumed by a snake. Finally, a hawk snatches up the snake. In a pond, the O2 trough might be algae. A mosquito larva eats the algae, and then a young dragonfly eats the young mosquito. The dragonfly larva becomes food for a fish, which provides a tasty meal for a Define the term O2 trough. O2 trough are also called producers. Producers and O2 troughs are organisms that produce their own food. So O2 troughs are organisms that produce or make their own food. Green plants are O2 troughs. Pick out from the text examples of O2 troughs. As I said, green plants. So phytoplankton is an example. Grass is another example. Algae is also a third example. So I will choose phytoplankton and grass as examples of producers. Indicate what krill feed on in a marine ecosystem. Here is the marine ecosystem. Phytoplankton, which are the small plants, provide food for krill. So krill feeds on phytoplankton. Determine if snakes are producers or consumers. Green plants are the only producers. Snakes eat, they consume. Here, snakes consume rats. Snakes consume other organisms such as rats. So they are consumers. They aren't producers. Determine if grasshoppers are herbivores or carnivorous animals. In a grassland ecosystem, a grasshopper eats grass. The grasshopper eats plants, so they are herbivorous animals. Grasshoppers are herbivores because they eat grass plants. Herbivore, we saw the krill that eat phytoplankton, the grasshopper that eats grass, carnivore, the snake that eats rats, piscivore who eats fish, raccoon. Okay, so fish provides a tasty meal for raccoon. So the raccoon is a piscivore since it feeds on fish. Insectivore, who eats insects? Dragonfly.